Hello viewers, this is AKWasp and I'm going to be bringing you a real quick guide on the day of release of the Runespan minigame, which yields some of the best runecrafting experience in the game and is incredibly AFKable, especially at higher runecrafting levels. And there are annotations on the screen throughout the guide to guide you where you should be doing and what, and there's also a detailed description in the video description, so check that out. Without further ado, we're going to start the guide. Okay, so now we're going to jump right into the guide, and you start off with a Wicked Hood, and you use the teleport to get over to the Runecrafting guild, and you're going to want to start off by taking some essence from the floating essence pile of rocks, and then you siphon some air runes from the nearby air essling. Then you run over to the south, and you use the small missile platform to get over to the chaos essling so that you can siphon some of their runes. After that, there's going to be two more missile platforms that you want to go to the west. Each of these require chaos and elemental, and then you can take the bone ladder up to the highest floor, which is where all the EssWraiths are located, and that's the best experience. In this first island you get to, you want to siphon some body, water, earth, nature runes. Might as well get 2 or 3 just to be safe before you proceed to the east to the mist platform and run over to find a death EssWraith and get some death runes off of him. Then head on north over to the vine platform and siphon some blood runes. And then once you're done with that, you're going to go north again, and you're going to wind up at your final destination. So there's a total of 6 paths which you need, and all the descriptions for which runes are required where are again located in the description. So anyways, once you've finally reached this island over here, you should find 2 soul EssWraiths, and they are amazing runecrafting experience. They blow ZEZIMA runecrafting out of the water, and they are incredibly AFKable. Basically, you only have to click them about once every 30 seconds or so before they respawn, and they yield, over 50k experience an hour. They do require 90 runecrafting to get to. If you can't reach these, if you don't have over 90 runecrafting, then you're best off with the deaths or the blood EssWraiths, which were also highlighted in this quick guide. So yeah, go ahead and use those. There may be better locations, but then again, this is a day of release guide, so check that out. But those locations which I highlighted will work. Anyways, over here I did a 10-minute sampling, and this did match other samples which I had ran beforehand, but this one actually is time-coded, just to show as in empirical data that in fact, in this particular instance I gained 55.7k an hour if you take a look at my 10-minute rate and then multiply that by 6. But yeah, basically between 50 to 60k an hour is a very reasonable rate of what you should be able to expect from these soul esslings, especially at 99 runecrafting as I am. Possibly a bit higher if you use some boosts, or like the skill cape boost, which I did not activate at all during this guide. And there's no requirements for any particular gear to bring or not to bring. You can bring anything you want into here, and you don't need to bring anything. The only thing which is really recommended is the Wicked Hood for the teleport, and then also at least, well, I'd say at least 10, but preferably half an empty inventory, just so that you can hold all the runes that are collected. And that's about it. There's more information in the description, be sure to check that out. And there's also some information which I typed out on screen during the guide. You can play it back slower and pay attention to what I was actually typing, but all the information is captured in voice and in the video description, so you should be able to get all of that there. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to make any follow-on videos. This was a guide that I pulled together the first day, so hopefully the experience rates don't get nerfed, but this is really good experience rates, so I wouldn't be too surprised if it did get nerfed to some extent, because this is just really awesome. The downside, unlike ZEZIMA or any other kind of runecrafting, is that you don't gain any profit, so it's completely loss of profit. But the reward points can be used to buy some pretty cool staffs and some pretty cool robes. So check that out. Hope everybody enjoyed the video and have a great day.